FPL Nightmares. Today we have Trudy for the first time joining us, and 7-time champion ride. He's always here, which is good. We are privileged to have you ride. You are a 7-time champion and we love you.
Yeah, not doing so well this year though.
No, you're not. No, where you're at the moment.
I don't want to know.
All
I don't
right,
want to
sweet.
check.
We'll talk about it soon. We'll talk about it soon. But we have Tootie. Tootie was actually leading our league for, I think, probably 3 weeks.
It was a
Yeah.
week.
It was a week? No, I think it was more than a week.
Yeah. A week or two.
Won the league. He has won the league in the past.
I do have one.
Yeah.
And I've got a cup as well.
Know. Oh, I didn't know you actually do have one, don't you?
Yeah, then I retired for a bit, but now I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. And you are currently sitting second. You were actually sitting first before the start of the game week. Game week 10, you were sitting first. And now you are second.
Yeah.
So let's start. Yeah. How did you go, Tootie, last week?
All right. Well, I got 48 points. It wasn't as good a week as I wanted it to be. But I was happy with the outputs of the captain, Mo Salah. He's been my captain the whole way through. So I've been lucky in that respect.
You can't go wrong with Salah.
Well, last year I did. But, fortunately, Haaland hasn't been performing. So I've been lucky in that respect. I did have Rodgers on the bench. He got 9 points. And the logic was they were playing Tottenham, and I thought they were going to get thumped, and they did. So it all made sense, but he was involved in a goal.
Yeah.
And
bonus. So it all made sense, but it just, the alternatives didn't. So Mbamo blanked, Smith Rowe blanked, Havertz again blanked, and Jimenez. So
that's your hero for the week.
It's Salah. He's been killing it for me this year.
And your villain?
And Havertz has really let me down for the last few weeks, and Arsenal in general. As an Arsenal supporter,
in general, they haven't been doing well.
Yeah, not scoring points on fantasy, scoring points in the league.
Vardiol saved you with that goal. So
he's
City aren't doing well.
Well, look at his stats over the last few weeks.
Yeah, ever since I sold them.
So I would have bought him in about game week 6, and ever since then, he's been on fire.
Anyone I sell, just jump on and buy him at this stage.
We'll get to that when we get to your team. So, what questions do you have for me?
No, that's not bad though. That's all we need to know. So 48 points. Salah is the best. And who was your villain again?
Havertz.
And
I'll get to him because I'm looking at selling him this week.
Oh mate, once you get to my team, I'll tell you that I've already sold him for this week.
Oh wow!
Well, why don't we just jump into your team?
Let's do that.
Well, I am right behind you on the table. I'm pretty sure you are second. I'm third.
When did you sell him?
When did I sell him? Well, we had Tuesday off. Melbourne Cup Day. We had a day off in Melbourne, Australia for Melbourne Cup Day. So, I had a lot of time on my phone. Yeah, and I did what I had to do.
Champions League games, other games going on, midweek games.
Well, look, mate, you see all these green arrows on the right-hand side, mate? That's how good I was doing. Still fantastic. I still got 56, I think, or 57. What did I? 56. And look, our team is actually pretty good for 56 points. So Aina came through 15 points. No one knows him, and he's worth nothing.
That's the luckiest pick there. But look,
I had him for a few weeks. Not a new
one of them.
I knew. Well.
He's in the top 5 most transferred players this week.
It was a good goal.
I had him for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
I wouldn't transfer him in though. They've got shitty fixtures coming up.
They've been doing well, and they've been, they've beat Liverpool away, and they've been doing well.
Yeah, but look at the upcoming fixtures; they're not looking so great. Apart from Ipswich, yeah.
I got also the Nottingham Forest keeper, so he also got me 6. So I think after Saturday, I was sitting on like 36 points. 30 of those just came from Forest players.
Can I just say that you picked the weirdest captains? Can I just put that
Hey,
out
I'm
there?
so lucky. That just tells you that the team is in form. I'm so lucky. But we'll
Who
get
puts
there.
Madison captain? Like, what's
Exactly
your logic
like Tootie said.
It
They're
wasn't a
gonna
bad
smash
pick.
Villa. They did smash Villa. He just didn't start Madison.
So how did he go? He played
He played 6 minutes.
he played eight minutes.
Yeah, he played like nothing. He came on like the 83rd minute or something. Got a free kick, scored it. That's it. Thanks for coming. So
Risky.
there?
I was asleep. I didn't watch the game. I was asleep. But yeah, I got up and I saw him the first thing I read was like he played 6 minutes, and I'm like, oh damn, he started and got injured.
Kimo, I've got to say, just from somebody who just looks at stats and doesn't watch many games, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You look at his minutes played over the last few weeks. Like
Amazing.
you were taking a big risk.
Yeah, well, what's in that head of yours? Like, can you explain?
Hey, I am third. Thank you very much. I am third. Thank you
Yeah,
very much. Thank you.
that's what's
you.
painful, that you're third.
Exactly, because I'm getting
It's
them
killing
right.
me.
So Palmer didn't do much. Madison is there. I had him as a captain, and he did deliver somehow. Waymo didn't do much. Bowen, same. Saka, same. And Cunha up front, I just bought him. And he got me 6 points. Thank you. I think an assist. It wasn't a goal. It was an assist. And that mongrel from Arsenal, who I have sold because now he blanked, I think, 3 weeks in a row.
Havertz.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gone. I have sold him.
All right. We'll get back to your transfers later,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Or
Or do you want to talk about him now?
No. That's not. It's not. Now it's just we talk about last
All right.
week or last game week.
And
So right.
so you've
back
gone
door is
through
next.
You've gone through your hero.
My hero is definitely going to be Madison. He played 8 minutes and got me 12 points. So he can't
And-
get any more
It's
hero
And your
than
villain?
that.
It's not Aina?
And it's not who?
Are you a defender? Aina
Oh
from Forest?
no! Look, he did well too. He
He's
did
got to
well,
be a hero.
but
Yeah.
but Madison for not playing to come on for 8 minutes to score a goal, that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
saved your
huge.
ass.
Absolutely. I was going to get 2 solid points. 1 point, captain 2. That's it. So from
All right.
2 to 12, that's big.
And you're going and your villain. How did you go?
Villain, mate. Villain, there's a few. I mean, Bowen, he's always there. Oh, Bowen keeps staying in my team just because the next fixture is a green one. That's why he's there.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just
a
there
bit
because
like
the next one is green.
that's a bit like Calvin Lewin for me.
I just don't want to waste the transfer on him. I really don't want to waste the transfer on him.
All right.
Okay, let's have a look at Rod's team then.
Yeah, you might need to scroll down a little bit when you get to that.
I've already got it open.
You've got it open.
45.
Where do I start? Look, the only thing I take positive out of this game week is that this is the first time I've gone against Haaland, and it's paid off. I put Salah captain, and he scored. He delivered. My transfer for that week was Vardy. He was my pick for the week. I thought he'll do much better against Ipswich, but he got me an assist. That's
Still not
about it.
bad.
Yeah, it's
That's
still
not
Yeah.
bad.
But I think he's coming straight out. It was just a 1 week punt. I think he's coming straight out. Although it's going to be either him or Calvert-Lewin that's going to come out. One of those two. It's going to be transferred out.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, but he's playing West Ham, whereas Vardy's playing United.
That's the same thing we've been saying about Dominic for the last 6-7 weeks.
I know,
You just can't do it.
But Vardy's playing United.
I don't know what better fixtures you want him to have than what he has just had.
True. It's painful. Look, I need to make a decision.
I think you should sell him even if he scores.
My hero is definitely Salah for that week. Yeah, you can take your pick who your villain is in mine. Yeah, I've got like 10 players that can be villains on that team.
Haaland.
Well, Haaland definitely. Do you
He's
think
hurting.
it's time to sell?
I said Haaland. I mean, we'll talk about it later in buys and sells,
Yeah,
but you know,
okay. And
Haaland.
what hurt me is I did the same as you, Tootie, putting Rodgers on bench, thinking that every other player on my team has an easier fixture than him.
Yeah.
But I should have taken out the idiot on the bottom right corner, Calvert-Lewin, and put Rodgers on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Mm.
We'll have to look forward to next week. Fix something with this team.
So your villain, your villain was Haaland. Was that your conclusion?
It's a few. Haaland, Foden,
Look,
take your pick. I did
I
try.
have
I
to
did.
say
I did lose 4 points last week. I made a double transfer, so I bought in Vardy and Ain't Nuri, hoping that Ain't Nuri will do something, but he didn't. He was actually very attacking. So I watched that game live, and
Yeah,
like he should have scored a goal at least.
I think he's a keeper.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. All right.
All right,
Let's,
so that was last game week. All right, now moving on. News and price rises and price falls. Any news, anyone?
Well, we've got all the midweek games that went on. So Diaz is the highlight there. He scored a hat-trick for Liverpool.
Mm.
So anyone for Diaz?
Me, 100%. I didn't buy him, but I'm definitely Diaz fan all the way.
Yeah, Salah got in a couple of assists. Gapco scored.
Yep.
So Salah is a keeper.
Can we
Yeah,
talk about it? Because I was talking to Wes yesterday about it. Let's talk about it. Now,
Yeah.
you're
Speaking
a
of Wes, here's
Liverpool.
an apology, by the way, for our fans out there for he's not feeling well. So we'll have him hopefully back next week. But yeah, keep going.
I was talking to Wes yesterday about it. Now, you
Yeah.
got Diaz, who started very well. He is on form. Every time he plays, he's doing fantastic. Why do you put him on bench? Why do you start Gapka? Why?
Who's done that?
The
I-
Liverpool manager slot.
Ah,
I
And
know
we're going to
why.
call him Slot from now.
Because he wants him for the Champions League games. At the
Well,
moment,
this is the first
Liverpool,
Champions League game he starts him, because before that he had Gapka too.
yeah, but he only plays Diaz, if you noticed, against the big teams. The easier teams, he leaves Diaz out of it. If he's got an important midweek game.
But you're killing his form. You're killing, because what happens is Salah back in the days was the Speedy Gonzalez of the team. Now Salah is not the Speedy Gonzalez of the team, where Diaz is. But Salah is fantastic in assists these days. He's like the brain of the team.
Look, he's a coach for a reason.
He is the coach for a reason. But I'm saying when Diaz plays, when Diaz starts, Diaz delivers on a lot.
Yeah, I know. And I would have kept him if he was playing every game, but I got rid of him. But anyway, City lost in the Champions League 4-1. But Foden was on the score sheet. He
And
scored the first
that's
goal.
a big loss. That's a big loss because they lost to the Man United coach.
Exactly.
That's a big one.
But the bad news is that Haaland, Foden, Variol, and Luis, they all played full game.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if that's going to affect their minutes.
Not just played full game. The Haaland missed a penalty, hit the crossbar.
Oops. There you
He
go.
smashed the crossbar. Actually, he didn't just miss it. He absolutely broke that crossbar. He smacked. That was an absolute bullet.
I don't know what to do with him.
Well, for 15 mil yourself.
I can't sell him at this stage. I've got other priorities at the moment, but we'll talk about transfers in a sec. Arsenal, how did they go?
Arsenal. I thought they played tomorrow morning. Or did
No,
they play?
I think they played today. Arsenal lost 1-0 to Inter.
Ooh.
Yep. And Saka also played the full game. Havertz got subbed off. 89th minute. But yeah, they lost 1-0. Villa lost 1-0 as well. So yeah, that's all the Premier League teams. United do play tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
so
Who
we'll
they
wait
playing?
to see how the how do you pronounce that? PAOK-FC. I think that's a Greek club, isn't it?
Oh, Bow.
PAOK, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so they're playing them. It'll be interesting to see the lineup there. I'll
That's
probably get up
true.
and watch it.
What
But
time
yeah,
is it? Is it a 5 a.m. for us?
it's at 7 a.m.
Oh, even better. All right. And
All
I've got a
right.
bit of news in terms of price rises. And Wemo went up to 7.9 from 7.8. Solanke went up to 7.7, no surprise. And Cunha from Wolves also went up to 6.7.
Oh crap! There was going to be my probably my transfer.
Yeah. And price falls. Martinelli down to 6.9. Xerxes down to 6.6. And me, the defender, down to 4.2. I actually need to look at him. I think he plays 90 minutes.
And Haaland went down, didn't he?
Haaland went down, I think,
The
last
week
week.
before, last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
No further drops.
Yeah. I think, but well, what's he on now? Is he 15.2?
Three.
3? 3? That's still a lot. That's still
Yep.
a lot.
Have
I
a
think
have a look at him, Tootie. Look him up.
Let's have a look. He's the number one transferred out. 15.3.
Yeah, still he hasn't dropped further. which
He
is
was at
good.
15.4.
Yeah,
he has
so
dropped
that was the week before he dropped 0.1. Alrighty, so let's talk about transfers in and out.
let's look at the fixtures first. Let's see what's happening. Game week 11. Game week 11. Here we go.
You want me to pull up the fixtures?
Please. Sorry, guys. Tootie, it's his first time. Sorry.
Amateur.
All right. And
Very fast there, Tootie.
I know. I think because you went out of fantasy, you went into the Premier League.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, all right, everyone, please jump in. Brentford at home to Bournemouth.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting. In Boomer, you can't go wrong with him. Yeah,
They're
I'll
actually
put him.
both solid. They're both solid. I don't think you can predict this one.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Brentford do concede a lot, so but I think Mbeumo will be on the cards again, and probably the Brazilian striker from Bournemouth.
He's on the list. He's on my list to watch. I think Slavinio, I think his name. So
Yeah.
Vinio.
Yeah.
He's been doing okay the last 3 weeks.
Crystal Palace, Fulham. Any players from that game?
I've got no one.
Jimenez
But you still got Smith Rowe too.
and Smith Rowe. Yeah.
I don't know how you second with those players, but yeah. You
Come
got
on.
These guys, I only just bought them in.
Come on. No, Raul was good. Raul, I think, had like 3 games in a row where
Raul
he
is a good
scored.
pick. Yeah.
And he's got some good fixtures coming up.
And for his price, he is cheaper than DCL, and he does 10 times more.
Yes, it's
Exactly.
time to ship him off. Yeah, not Raul, Calvert-Lewin. That is.
Calvert-Lewin's got to go.
Yeah.
100%.
Back to the fixtures.
100%.
Okay, who's next? West Ham, Everton.
So what do you think? Crystal Palace, Fulham, who would win?
I'd say it's a draw, that one. It'll probably be 1-1. I'll probably put Raul on 1 goal. I don't know who would score for Crystal Palace. Probably Mateta.
Yeah, I'm thinking Fulham.
Alrighty. the big one. West Ham, Everton. West Ham at home.
Why is it big? Because you got Bowen.
Nah, because just both of them are rubbish teams, and no one knows what these teams are doing.
It's
That's
Bowen
why-
versus Calvert-Lewin.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to keep him for one more week.
Got
Mm.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
West Ham away. I mean, yeah, right, fair enough. Sorry.
Hey,
fair enough.
don't you said that about Haaland and he scored a hat trick.
Well, that's
I
why I said
remember
fair
that
enough.
call.
But it just, I think this fixture here is just unpredictable. I don't think
I
anyone
think
can.
it's going to be full of goals.
Everton can't score. And West Ham too, by the way. Well, West Ham too. They struggle to score too.
So what are you saying?
I don't know. It's unpredictable. I think it will be like a boring 0-0. A 1-0. Like someone will just score one.
So
And probably be just boring. Like I think it'll be a boring fixture.
From an FPL perspective, it's not going to be impressive. Like there's
They
not
reckon
going to be many points in this game, I don't think.
you reckon you also think it's a low scoring game?
Yeah.
All right, so go for a defender then. I already got Keane from Everton.
Yeah,
so.
probably a defender will probably be the best pick for that game. But let's so everyone understands. Me and Ryan usually we just pick players based on our gut feeling and what we look at. Where 2D is the stats man. So when
That's
2D
right.
says something, he actually looking at the numbers and he's working at the trends and things like that. So
I don't
you know,
watch many games. I go off
watch
the
out
data
for 2D.
and highlights.
Pure data.
Yeah, he's the data man. But yeah, no, I think it's just going to be a boring game. I think both of them can't score. Probably like I don't know. It's even due for DCL to be on the bench. Like if I'm the coach, I'm going to have to actually just bench him at some
You're
stage.
right. I've got a feeling he will too because the other striker Beto, his name's
Yes,
how do you pronounce?
yes.
Yeah, he every time he came on, he scored. So
Yeah, he's
I
probably
wouldn't be
going to start.
surprised.
Yeah. Alrighty, next one: Wolves and Southampton. Wolves at home.
Right, Nuri. And
Everyone
Kuna.
is backing Wolves. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interest in this game from an FPL perspective because the Wolves have really good fixtures coming up.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of buy-in. So we've got Cunha,
I've got him.
Eight Nuri, and also who's the other guy?
The other
Larson.
striker.
Yes, that's right. So they're in those three players are in the top.
Oh, look at this run.
10 players transferred in.
Yeah, I think I might drop Calvert-Lewin for Cunha. That might be it.
Yeah. Smart option.
All the talk on Twitter is about Larson.
Well, he does play up front, and Cunha's kind of behind him. So, and hence the assist last week. I watched the game.
And he's at $1 million cheaper.
And he's a unit. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He looks like a big boy.
I've seen him, like when he was standing next to his players. He looked like one of those centre backs. But he's just huge.
Built tough.
Yeah.
And from a pure stat point of view, compared to Calvert-Lewin, he scored double the amount of goals.
His numbers are actually looking
actually
fantastic.
He's played harder teams.
Yeah, his numbers are actually pretty good. For 5.6,
he does get subbed off though, doesn't he? Oh, he's played 99. He's got good minutes on him.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. No, definitely on the list. Yep.
Well, that might be a differential for me instead of Cunha. I might get him. But I'm guessing Cunha will be on penalties. That's the only advantage.
Yeah, he's in 2.5% of teams. Cunha is in 6.9. So it's a big differential.
Yeah. All right. So we all backing Wolves to win Southampton at home.
Yeah, 100%.
Excellent. And then the next one, that's a good one. Brighton
City,
at home to
Brighton.
Man City.
Haaland has got to score. He has to score. I'm not giving up on him.
Man, I've been hearing this song. I've been hearing this song for so many weeks.
Look, as you said, we've said it in previous sessions that Haaland does need De Bruyne.
You've
He's
got
missing him bad.
absolutely.
You've got a major reliance on City, right?
Thank
You
you.
got three of your top players. I mean, three of your. I
Look,
wouldn't say-
Lewis is a must. Lewis is a must. He's just for his worth and what
have
he
you-
does.
Like when I bought these players in, their fixture run was absolutely ridiculous. Look at the last few games they had to play, like
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Southampton, Wolves. Like you can't go wrong with that. But
No.
yeah, they did.
And Lewis too, to start at Man City at 4.5, I think he started at. It's just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You get him even if he's even if he's not going to do anything. He's
And
playing
to
for
be
Man
honest,
City. He's starting.
I thought Foden will hit form. Maybe the only positive I'm going to take out of the Champions League game, even though they lost 4-1, is that Foden was on the score sheet. So hopefully he'll get something this game.
Is he going to get minutes though?
He will.
Well, he doesn't have anyone else to play.
Yeah, he will. He has to. Unless surprisingly, like De Bruyne starts or something, which is unlikely.
Or Doku maybe as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you City win there, or you reckon Brighton will put up a fight?
Oof. I'm gonna go just purely based on form.
Next week. Can you click on next?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there. I'm just gonna go purely based on form. I'm gonna actually put this on a high scoring draw. So I'll go like a 2-2.
That's good news. No, probably not for
Just based on
Lewis,
form. I mean,
but
City. What's City now? City lost 2 games in a row.
yeah.
One.
They can't
Oh,
score.
sorry.
one
Yep.
Yeah,
They've been
in
struggling
Champions
to
League.
score. They've been struggling to score. Haaland is definitely not performing. But again, not just Haaland, the whole team. It's not just one man show. Brighton is solid. They're definitely a painful team to play against, but they play well. I actually watched their last game, and I was really impressed with Motomo. Motomo is actually doing everything in that team. I can't believe he's not converting those to points, but he's actually fantastic.
Probably wouldn't bring him in against City though.
No, you won't. But I mean, like just looking at the Brighton team in general, he's amazing. He's doing everything, but it's just not converting to points.
The stats man straight away.
Have to look. And he's got a
Alright,
good run of fixtures after the City.
Yeah, I think
probably.
December, January, good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I think he's
December's
definitely on my
very good.
list.
This list is getting big.
It is indeed.
Yeah, I think it's a high scoring draw. 2-2, 3-3. Probably Welbeck will score. He's been on good form.
What's the next game? Liverpool Villa. What do you think there?
Yes.
Salah, Diaz. Do you think Diaz will start after the hat trick?
Well, that's the. Well, I don't know.
Kareem is praying there.
I don't know. Look, Villa. I think they lost 2 this morning.
Yeah, they lost 1.
So I think they lost, and then 4 goals last week. They copped 4 goals from Spurs last week.
So Salah is looking like a good option there.
Salah. If you have Salah, you definitely keep him. No doubt.
Do you captain him over Haaland or over whoever you're thinking?
I would captain anyone over Haaland. Looking at Haaland's form and playing away to Brighton, I would captain anyone over Haaland. Any decent player with decent game over Haaland. I wouldn't definitely captain Haaland. No.
That's a big call. Okay.
It's a big call to captain him.
Yeah. Based on form.
Yeah, it's a big call to captain him.
The guy's missing penalties. Like, it's not going right.
But you never know. You might look at the lineup and De Bruyne and Foden are there with Duka on the left and whoever's on the right, and
then all of
boom.
a sudden you're up for a
all of a sudden it's a 5-2.
Yeah. All right.
So you
So
talk about
Diaz or no, would you transfer Diaz in if you don't have him after that hat trick?
Absolutely.
You would transfer him in,
I'll
even though he's
transfer him
not
in, but
guaranteed.
I gotta wait to see if
He's
he's
not-
gonna play. I can't. I
Well-
want to transfer him in.
Yeah, that's the question. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you take that risk?
No.
No.
Yeah,
But
too
I'll
risky.
wait. I'll wait. If he starts against Aston Villa is not an easy game.
Yeah.
If he starts, and he should start, he'll definitely be playing. He'll definitely play some part of the game. But if he starts, then yes, because his price too, he's been dropping in price too. People been selling him because he hasn't started.
Yeah. All
So
right.
he's actually cheaper than the start of the season.
What's next, Turi? What do we have next?
United, Leicester.
United. New coach. Is he going to be for this game? He won't. He
No.
won't be for this game. It's the next game, isn't it?
Yeah, new coach
Yeah.
I think starts on Monday. So he arrives in Man United on Monday.
So they'll still have Venice Rob. But they played not bad against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Had a couple of chances. A lot of people are eyeing off Garnacho. He's on the cards. He keeps
That
missing.
guy. Yeah, that guy does everything except score.
He's a good player. He's only young. I think he'll come good.
Yeah.
But if you've got him, I'd keep him. I'd definitely keep him for this game. But I don't know about transferring him in, especially with the new coach coming in on Monday. You never know who he's going to pick.
Well, Fernandez is a guarantee.
No one is guaranteed with a new coach. You never know. Well, he did coach him in the past, but yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's an easy Man United win. This one should be an easy Man United win, and
they beat him. They beat him in the cup 5-2 last week.
Yeah,
but
and we
that
should
was
see a lot of goals.
It was a B team. It wasn't like the A team for Leicester.
I think United will win quite easily with a few goals. Could be 3-4 goals.
Okay. Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle. Is this guy gonna stop scoring? He is.
Are they
doing
going to
my
stop
head
winning?
in.
Woodsy.
He's doing my head in.
Woodsy.
Can we have a look at him? Can we have a look at Wood?
He's
hurt me so bad.
He's fantastic. He is fantastic. I don't remember. He's fantastic. He's like, he reminds me of Vardy when Leicester got promoted to the EPL.
Yeah.
And the worst part is I want to bring him in, but his fixtures are just so bad over the next few weeks.
Newcastle at home, I think he can score there.
Yes.
Arsenal, yes, it's tough. Then he's got Ipswich. So City keep conceding, so I wouldn't put it past him not to score there. Look, forget about the colours of what Fantasy is highlighting. I think he can score in almost every single game, maybe except for probably Arsenal. Even though Arsenal's defense is not the greatest at the moment, but
yeah.
Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle. Nottingham Forest is third on the table, absolutely in form. Not just up front, the whole team is actually in form. They're playing well, they're defending well, they're getting the results. They're probably favourite for this game.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're third on the table, right?
Still not buying him.
He's definitely a good option.
Oh, sorry. And why aren't you buying him, Rod?
I prefer going for the easier fixture for Wolves. So I'll probably go for Cunha or Larson instead.
Yep.
And it's not like those players aren't in form. They are in form and they've got the easier fixtures. So that's the only reason.
Well, the other question is, how about Isaac?
Isaac is coming into the picture. Yeah. Well, can we have a look at his...
And he was injured. He came back. I think since he came back, he scored in every game he played.
Well, he's only played 2, I think.
Yeah. So 2 from 2 against 2 tough fixtures.
Well, what's his fixture like coming up? It's actually not bad. Nottingham is not an easy one, by the way. But
no, definitely not great.
But how much is it worth? It's 8.3. Would you rather spend the 8.3 on him or the likes of Wood or Cunha or Larson?
Can I give you an interesting stat?
What's that?
Okay, so of the top 1,000 FPL managers, he's the 6th highest player being bought in.
Give me the
Wow.
top 5.
Wood, Salah, Aina, Solanke, and then Isaac.
There you go. Here you go. How much is Solanke? I
Sorry,
think he's
fifth.
7.7 we were talking about, just with the price rise.
Mm.
7.7. So that's a half a mil difference there more. And
We'll get to that
Solanke's got
game.
Ipswich at
Well-
home.
Are we talking about Spurs and Ipswich now?
Yeah. So Solanke is looking good there,
Yeah.
especially after scoring brace.
So hold on a second. So Nottingham Forest and Newcastle predictions. Who would win?
I don't care who wins. It's about who scores.
Nottingham.
still-
yeah,
I
I'm
would
thinking
still go for Forest.
Nottingham.
I think it'll be a draw for me.
But yeah, like Solanke 7.7 versus Isaac 8.3.
And he's got Ipswich at home.
And then City away, Fulham at home. That's not a bad run. That's not a bad run.
Yeah, but he hasn't been doing anything before that. Like even
Yep.
one of them was a tap in. I saw the goal. I can't remember the first goal, but I remember one of the goals was a tap in. And with those numbers, I don't know. I'd rather Johnson, to be honest.
Because probably what's Johnson 6 point something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
6.7.
makes sense.
So that's definitely a Spurs win there. But how much is the question? This could be a smashing.
Absolutely smashing. Madison on a hat trick guaranteed.
So he's your captain, I'm guessing.
Nah,
Again.
I won't do the same mistake. No, I got lucky once.
Come on, he must score a hat trick in 8 minutes.
Probably.
And why is
just
it?
like Van
Why is it?
Nistelrooy back in the days.
Nah, look, I understand why he started, and like now, like when I watched the game, he started with 2 defensive midfielders because he's playing Aston Villa, and they've got that. What's his name? The guy who's on fire for Villa since the start.
Rogers.
No, Onana. What's the midfield? The guy
yeah,
from Everton.
Yeah. Onana.
So he started the 2 defensive midfielders, and he basically just closed off the midfield. Ipswich, I don't think he'll play the same. Madison should start, but I don't know.
Oh, were you looking at
And
the
then
last game, the big game, or are you looking
game
up
of the
stats?
round.
I was just having a look at the Tottenham options.
Mate, is that Madison first there in the midfielders? Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
For Tottenham, yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to that last game. Oh,
Big game.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
Chelsea,
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
It's a biggie.
What a game.
It is big. Arsenal need to do something.
Well, yeah.
They've got a few players coming back, don't they?
Oh, well, who? Saka's playing. They're not missing anyone, I don't think.
They're not missing. They played their full team last time and they still lost.
Yeah, I don't think they're missing anyone.
Well, except the long-term absentee, Osgaard.
Odegaard?
Yeah.
I thought he was,
Odegaard.
yeah.
I think they were saying he's due back end of December.
So, your predictions for this game?
Oh, look, I'm an Arsenal supporter, so I'm going for Arsenal. But from an FPL point of view, I've given up on both these teams. So I'm getting rid of Havertz, and I won't have any Arsenal or Chelsea players.
You don't have Palmer?
No Palmer. I don't have
Palmer. I've got Palmer. Sorry, got Palmer.
Stop lying.
Yeah, that is a lie.
Palmer comes in probably next week for me.
Yeah.
He's flagged.
Yeah, he'll still play. I guess Arsenal 100% will play.
No, Palmer's good.
Even if he's got a broken leg, he's going to play him. Don't worry.
Palmer's good. Palmer's good. Yeah, but I'll go for Arsenal win on this one. I think Arsenal will still come through.
I think it'll be a draw, this one. It'll be a lower scoring game. So I wouldn't touch anyone. Like, I wouldn't get anyone from those 2 teams for this game.
No, not Saka? You don't like Saka?
Well,
You can't. You,
I
you
can't
couldn't,
afford him
you
at the
couldn't fit
moment.
him in if you tried.
Yeah.
No, not
He's got
unless I get
Salah
rid
and
of.
Haaland. That's a third of your.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I can get him in if I get rid of Foden.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's move on because we are running out of time. I think we've been on, I think, for more than an hour, boys. So we need to
Quick
wrap it up very
transfers
quick.
in and out, and
Yeah.
punts of the round and captaincy.
Let's go. Tootie, what are you going to do with your team for game week 11? Go for it.
Okay, I am looking at bringing in. Let me get my team up.
By
I'm
the
selling
way, if you
Havertz.
okay,
So
yeah,
yes, I'm selling Havertz. I am looking at bringing in Solanke
Solanke, I knew it.
as a replacement,
yeah.
but I'd love to bring in Wood. I would love that. So there's a bit. If his fixtures were better, he would be straight in because he's got some. His touch has been amazing.
So you're still 50-50. You're not 100%.
I'm still 50-50 on that, but
He's
I'm leaning
buying-
towards Solanke.
He's buying Solanke. Don't worry.
And in terms of captain for the week,
Salah is my perma captain. I'm just sticking with him. I'm not going to think about it for the rest of the year.
so let's say
Rest of the year.
No,
Wow.
no. Well, look, things will change, but at the moment, that's my thinking. I'm just going to keep him captain.
well, hey, speaking of Salah, and because he said for the rest of the year, there is very, very strong chatter that Salah has got an offer on the table to leave in January to play for Al Hilal of Saudi because they are going to play in the Club World Cup in June, and he can't play for them if he plays a full season. And since Liverpool haven't offered him a contract, they're saying that he might do the jump to show up in the first ever Club World Cup, which is going to be in the USA.
I would hardly doubt that.
Yeah, but there's just chatter about it because obviously him not getting a contract is
he's trying to scare you off, Turi. Just
Okay, look, I'll worry about that when it comes.
Now, let's say, but hypothetically, let's say you bought Solanke. So now you got Solanke at home to Ipswich
Yep.
and you got Salah at home to who they playing? I forgot.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. So now, in terms of captaincy, now you got two good choices. Who would you go for?
No, it's Salah.
Oh, still Salah over Solanke.
100%. Have you seen this guy's form?
No, it's like, hey, I'm just asking,
Have you seen
just
it?
putting it out there.
Look at this. Look at these numbers.
Out of control. Out of control.
It's insane.
And he wasn't even considered for the bloody. Don't worry. The award midweek. Don't worry.
The other thing I should mention, as somebody that's in the top 100K, I've still got 4 transfers. I just want to point that out. So I call it a mini wild card.
It is a wild card.
Can I borrow
So when
some?
I'm ready, can I transfer the transfers?
Only if. Okay.
So yeah, that's my team.
All right, let's move on a bit quick, boys. Oh, yeah, my team. Yeah, so I've already sold Havertz. I took him out and I bought someone that no one will ever think of just because I do things that no one ever does. I actually bought a United player.
No way. Haaland.
I bought Højlund.
Oh.
Wow.
I knew no one would buy him. I'm pretty sure no one would consider him or he's even on anyone's radar. But at the same time, I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, his next 3 fixtures are actually pretty good. And looks like Van Nistelrooy likes him, and I think he will play ahead of Zerkis any day.
He will, yeah.
The second thing is I'm actually trying to prepare the team to get Haaland in at the right time. So at the moment, after I sold them, actually I have in the bank now 4.6 or 4.7. So I'm trying to, because I don't have the luxury for transfers like yourself, Trudy. I only have, one. So yeah, I'm trying to save up the money so I bring in Haaland at the right time, which is when De Bruyne starts.
Good strategy.
So yeah, that's the only transfer I've done. I've already done it. I really wanted to get rid of Dominic, but I just couldn't do it this week. So he's still with me. Don't know why, but he's
Are you going to
he's
start him
gonna
this week?
go.
Kimo, we lost you.
Well, look, but just looking at the team. Look, Palmer's going to start. Madison is going to start for me. Buemo's going to start. Bowen, the midfielder probably going to start. So no, he probably won't start for me. I'll probably play the same lineup like game week 10.
Okay.
So no, he'll probably be on the bench for me.
Captain?
It will be between Bowen and the new player.
Very interesting.
Just because I know Everton are rubbish,
Mm.
and I said, and when West Ham scores, Bowen scores basically. So
Yeah.
So Bowen is definitely there, and probably the United striker. He's got Leicester at home, so it's not a bad thing. It's just knowing, I know that United scored 5 against them before, so I would put them at least on a goal. You'd think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll probably be between them two. That's it.
Okay. For me, I think I've already touched on what I'm planning to do. I really cannot decide whether I'm going to drop Calvert-Lewin or Vardy for next week, but one of them will go. For
You're
either
talking about the wrong names, mate. You need to get rid of Haaland.
no.
Haaland, mate.
We'll skip what Kimo just said. Vardy or Calvert-Lewin are going to go, and Cunha or Larsen will probably come in. I know it's a boring transfer. I usually like to go for something different, but yeah, this is what I'm sticking
Captain.
with.
Oh, so you're not doing any transfers for this week?
No, that's what I said. Either Vardy or
Oh,
Calvert-Lewin for Larsen or Cunha. So
yeah.
I haven't made the decision yet, but at the moment I've got the captaincy on Haaland, to be honest.
Yeah.
Whether that will change or not, not sure yet. But Haaland for now. I'm
I
going
would go
back
Johnson.
against Ipswich.
I would go Johnson, or I would consider Johnson. Let's say.
Yeah.
I would consider Johnson.
It's not concrete yet,
No.
but yeah, that's what it is at the moment. I need to move up a few spots, but it's going to take a few weeks.
If you want to move up a few spots, mate, take my advice. For shits and giggles, Nouri.
Captain
Absolutely, mate. Clean sheet guaranteed.
against what with Southampton?
Clean sheet guaranteed, mate. And he goes up a lot. So worst case scenario, you're looking at 6 points.
I never put defenders captains. No,
that's a low. That's low goals, Kimo. You're setting low targets.
So let's wrap this up with punts of the round.
All right.
Let's have a look at the fixture, Turi.
Yeah.
And let's pick a punt each, a punt or two.
A punt as in a player?
Yeah. A player that you think will do well, not necessarily someone you've got on your team or you will buy, but just someone you think will do well in this fixture.
Yeah.
I would go for I'll start. I'll go for Welbeck for Brighton.
Ooh, against City. Wow.
Against City.
Big call. Okay.
That's a big punt.
Well, that's why it's a punt.
I'm calling the punt. Wood. I said I really wanted him, and I just know he's going to score a couple of goals this week.
I don't think it's a punt. I mean, the dude hasn't
That's
stopped
not a
scoring
punt.
since we started.
So why aren't we just transferring him in? Or why aren't we doing
Why
it?
not? He can do it.
Okay, I'm doing it.
All right. Mine would be Larsen from Wolves, only because, sorry, not Larson, Cunha from Wolves, only because I think I'm going to buy Larson instead. So the other player will
Are
do
you going
better.
against your own self?
Yeah. So no, Cunha I think will do well that game. Maybe it's not really a punt. A lot of people are transferring me, but other than that, I can't see any other games are going to be obvious as well. Spurs, I can see goals galore in that game. But look, all right, let's talk about a real punt. It'll be Garnacho against Leicester. There you go. That's a punt. If someone wants to take a risk, it's Garnacho.
Yep.
All right. And that concludes our episode. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tootie,
Thank
for
you.
joining us. And we would
Oh, it was a
love to
pleasure.
see you every Wednesday
The stats
from now
man.
on.
I feel like I'm going to move up. I feel like this conversation with you guys has helped clarify my thoughts on my decisions this week.
Your
So,
ranking is gonna probably drop very quick. No,
we'll see.
joking.
We'll see if there's benefit.
And well, actually, we need to mention who got the top gun for last game week. So Zaf again was the top gun in our league 2 weeks in a row now. So the dude just is owning that title now. 2 out of 10 basically he got him. I think he finished on what 68.
Yeah,
and that was the top in our league. He got 68. Yeah, his team actually did very, very well. And that's just because he had Solanke. So I will just give him a big shout out.
where is he? 64. Yeah, 64 points.
64, sorry, yeah. So he's definitely in the top 1%, or maybe just outside the top 1%. But yeah, he had Solanke and he had Salah.
He does have Garnacho as well. Yeah, Garnacho.
And
He does.
Woodsy.
Wow.
And Wood.
So, all right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Thank you, Tootie.
thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. And till next week. Good luck, everyone.
Like, see ya.
Do we actually hang